Hello viewers, this is Fida Hussain. This is Payu, a place which is situated in Gilgit-Baltistan, very famous place in the mountaineering world, and it is in a tourism world in Gilgit-Baltistan. Here's you can meet his peoples who some peoples are going to K2, Broad Peak, G2, some peaks, and some peoples are coming back from their peaks to after seeing their peaks. So right now we have different nationals at Payu. We will talk about their journey because they came from the base camp from Concordia. So first of all, uh, the gentleman on my right side, he's from Germany. Living in, I will ask to him by his own words. And lady who also sitting in my right side, who are Japan and Chinese mix blood, I think, but living in UK. And my left side, I also asked his name, and he's from USA. So right now, I will start talk to the gentleman, who I think he's, if I guess his age, no more than 20. So start to him. Gentleman, what is your name?
My name is Morris Wenderos.
Mars. So how old are you?
I'm 25.
25.
But thank you.
Yeah. So you are coming back from Concordia. So what was your experience during you here?
Well, so far it's been really great experience. We've been here with K2 Treks and Tours and with friends, and for the first time in Pakistan, and seeing these amazing mountains and meeting amazing people like Hassan, our guide, Arafazu as well. So yeah, it's been really all round a very good experience so far.
So what was the main challenge remained you during your trek?
I think the main challenge for me was getting sick, probably. So I think maybe I caught a virus or something like that, and then walking through that. But that also made it, even though it was tough, I got through it, and it made everything else more sweet. Being able to enjoy everything and being fit and healthy.
Oh, okay, we'll come back to you. So thank you very much, ma'am. Your name?
My name is Shunmei Yeung.
Shunmei. Miss Shunmei, what your experience remain during the trek?
Oh, fantastic! It's a chance of a lifetime, and I'm so glad I came. It's a amazing landscape and fantastic people. The guides, the porters, the mule people, they've all been so friendly. So I think, it's been a wonderful experience.
So, what was fascinating things remain here for you?
I wish I could speak Urdu so that I could actually speak to the people more. Their English is great, but I wish I could speak more so I could have more conversations with the people who are helping us here.
What was your observation about the people health here?
Okay, that's interesting. So I'm a doctor, but I didn't come here as a doctor. I came here as a trekker. But obviously people do get sick. So I have ended up doing a little bit of being a doctor, but it's nice to be able to help. Yeah, okay. It's nice to be able to help my friends and my colleagues, and yeah.
Okay, thank you. We will move the left side. US. So your name?
Billy.
Yeah.
Billy is my name.
Billy. What's your experience? What was the fascinating thing for you during the trek?
During the trek, the landscape is like nothing I've ever seen before. The whole trip, I didn't know a whole bunch about Pakistan before coming here, so it was just really cool meeting all these very nice people and very accommodating and stuff. All the people that we've encountered have been really, really cool and hospitable, and it's been an awesome experience.
How many countries you have visited till now?
I don't know. Some maybe like low 20s maybe, something like that. I'm not sure totally. I don't
So
count.
almost 20 country you have visited. So how you can differentiate the people of the rest of the other countries and here?
Wow, that's a so I've never been to Asia before, so that's obviously a big difference. A lot of the countries I've been to, yeah, I'd say people here are all around just very friendly. Everyone I've met it's been smiles and like greetings and stuff like that, which is not the case in every country. Yeah, that's probably a profound
Okay,
difference.
your name, sir?
My name is David.
David, Mr. David, what was your experience during your trek?
It's been quite tough. It's been, I think, more than 10 days walking every day, 15 kilometers, sometimes more. But I feel very pleased that I've made it this far. We've only got one more day. And I'm very pleased that the whole group, we're a group of about 12 people, and all 12 of us have gone as far as Concordia and come back as far as Payu here.
This is almost your second last night here, and after that you get jeep and reach to Skardu. So you have to go to debriefing. So if I ask questions, what was the main challenge for here? If what was the main mistake or main weakness here? Do you want to point it out to for the tourism department? What do you want to say?
Okay, so I think the biggest challenge was the day walking back from Concordia to Goro, because it was a long day. It was cold. The weather wasn't too good. It was quite cloudy and raining from time to time, and also because Concordia was our destination. So once you've reached your destination and you start coming home, you don't have so much to look forward to. You've been everywhere before, and so on. So I think that of all of the days, that day was a big challenge for me. I guess if I was to express a disappointment, it would be that the road between Skadu and Ascole, it was cut, I don't know, maybe 9 times the very night before we had to use it. So it took us more than 2 days to get to the beginning of the trek, whereas we thought it would only take us 1 day. And that meant that the whole trek we have been behind times, and that's the reason why we didn't go to K2 base camp. We wanted originally to go to K2 base camp, but that I cannot point the finger at the tourism department or at the K2 travels. I mean, it's a natural disaster that the road was cut so many times.
No, yeah, yes, you're 100% right that a national disaster we couldn't control on it. My question, I raised the question for that you were paying to the Central National Karakoram Park. I think you tracker $150. Actual dollar amount I didn't forget, but have you seen in the way sanitation systems and water systems? So. About these, are you satisfied?
They are basic, but that's what we expect. I mean, some of us who may have trekked in other places, there was nothing. So the fact that there are some toilets, that there are some places we can bath, they are basic, but they're adequate. I don't have any concerns about those. One thing I would say is there was a camp, was it last night or the night before, where there was a lot of litter on the ground. But Hassan, our guide, explained to me that there's a group of people who come and tidy up every campsite, and it's just that they had not reached that campsite yet. So superficially, it looked like it was untidy, but and every other campsite we've seen, I think, has been very tidy, and our own team are very good at tidying up the garbage and so on after our camp. So the water supply has been fine. I mean, as foreigners, we don't expect to be able to drink the mountain water, so we treat it. The toilets and the bathing facilities. I mean, we're on a trek. If we want to stay in a 5-star hotel, we can stay in Islamabad.
Yeah. So last questions. This question I asked your other colleagues as well. So, do you observe any global warming conditions in glaciers? In any effect?
Yes and no. So it's we are told it's hard. A glacier moves very slowly, yeah. So whether it's moving forwards or backwards, we're not going to see that in one day. But we've been told that the glacier used to be much further down the valley than it is now. But even on a day-to-day scale, I have been very surprised that even though I'm walking on a glacier, it's wet. You know, there's streams everywhere. You can almost visibly see it melting as you're walking, and the temperature has been higher than I expected it to be before coming. So there's some small signs, and I think the small signs lead to a big problem. You know, we're aware of a global problem. Pakistan is not going to stop that glacier melting on its own. The whole world needs to act to stop glaciers like that one melting.
Okay, your take on this note.
I mean, yeah, he said definitely a lot of stuff that I would say too. Yeah, we were told that the glacier currently is receding, but like you said, you know, just a couple year trend isn't necessarily like the full global warming thing. But I've looked at averages for temperatures and stuff around where we're going to be trekking. It looks like they're higher than normal, so that could be a cause of it as well. Obviously, it is a problem that needs to be fixed, and like he said, it's a global effort because it's global warming. You know, it's a global effort that needs to be fixed, like by everybody. So, yeah.
Okay, so your take on what was your opinions about the global warming effect on glaciers and how could be dealt about this problem?
I can only say I agree with my colleagues. I think because it's our first time, it's difficult for us to see the change. But we hear the stories from Hassan and the others about how quickly things have changed, like how quickly the glacier has retreated. And even the problem with the road, that's the first time they've experienced it like this. And so, and we also hear the impact of that global change on the people, how it affects them, the ability to grow the crops and have food to eat. So I think the problem is clear, I think. In terms of what to do...
Being a doctor, do you think this global warming will affect on the human health as well?
Yes, yeah. I think it's actually probably one of the biggest threats now to human health.
Okay, gentlemen, last, your take.
Yeah, so I think, you know, it's been summed up very well. I think maybe to add one thing would be that it's the countries where we're from, the US, Germany, the Netherlands, the UK. Those are the countries which are causing so many of the emissions, and also the countries which, in my opinion, really have to step up their efforts and have to take the lead in overcoming these problems. And without that, it's going to be a disaster. So it's really the countries where we're from. They need to step up, really, I feel, and take charge and prevent the devastating effects which we already see and will continue to see in a worsening way.
Okay, thank you very much. Viewers, you have listened and watched our friends' views about the global warming, and also they express and they were happy about their trips. So I also suggest you do trip here, but with the responsibility of fulfilling the responsibility of tourism. And I also wait for your feedback on their notes on the global warming issue, how can be dealt with this. So and also the gentlemen also put the responsibility to the whole world. So it is, I can say, it is rightly world's could be joined hand with Pakistan and the rest of the other countries to deal this issue. On this note, I will thanks before I will thank. Must say that you must do subscribe our channel Voice of Karakoram. We will bring a lot of interviews from glaciers, from villages, from many other things. So thank you very much.